Yes, sir, it's your boy Hayes. We're back with another one. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we do that, let's give this video a thumbs up. If not, you already know. Also, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. So let's go ahead and do a quick review of the market, and then we're going to get into the plays going into tomorrow. So today, your boy did take a L. I lost fair and square. You feel me? And the thing is, I pay attention to how I lose, why I lose, and what's going on so I don't continue to make the same mistakes. Whenever I lost today, I put myself in a situation where I knew it was possible. Meaning, I operate as my best self in the day in no positions, starting each day fresh to where I can, seize the opportunity once it happened. Instead of being in a position and then the next day the market open up and I lose hella money in that position, and now you're trying to force plays to get back what you lost from the previous day when you could have just sold everything and start a new day fresh. All right, anyways, I hope you got what I just said. Some people operate good like that, like myself, like I'm saying. I'm telling you what I do. Everybody is different. There's no one way to do this thing. You do stuff that makes you feel comfortable. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue. I end up putting about $500 on puts on SPY. Because we know if SPY would have dropped like we intended to with the government shutdown, I also was prepared. You know what I'm saying? The psychology of the market is more important than the other stuff. At the beginning, you need to learn the fundamentals, the charts, and how things like that work, the intricacies. But once you got all that down pat, psychology is more important than all that, because most of the time, the market is running off of psychology. Like it's doing the opposite of what you're thinking every single time. Every time you go to buy a stock, why it tanks down on you. Every time you buy a put on a stock, why it rips on you. Psychology of the market. It already know the move you're going to make before you make it. The algorithms, the background operations of the market. It studies human nature. It's trying to make you lose. But anyways, let's go ahead and carry on, because I'm trying to give y'all that information in the background most people don't even talk about. But the algos and all that of the market, that's a whole video topic of itself. You really got to pay attention to that. And if you're thinking about that, it's going to make you be even better trader. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I operate my best, getting out of position, starting each day fresh. Also, you know what I'm saying? What was the other thing? Ending the day with no positions open, starting each day fresh. Oh, in the first hour of the day. That's why I operate my best self. If I ain't doing that and I'm trading that later on in the day and all that, you losing money. Swing trading, losing money. You know what I'm saying? I have put $500 in Meta, made $3,000. That's why I like swinging, because you can have those moments. But most of the time, I do not like swinging. But whenever those opportunities do align, I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? A couple $100, because the risk reward ratio be good. But if you ain't doing it properly, it can hurt you. So, like I said, if I would just operated out of my, you know what I'm saying, with a club wanting to have no swings, I would have made good money today. I made 200 on Tesla within like 5 minutes. As soon as the bill, I seen it at whatever Tesla at 350 or whatever the hell it's trading at. I forget. It's so many different stocks, right? What is Tesla trading at? 450, right? 450. Okay. So once it got over 450, I said this thing ready to break out and go to 460. It ain't hold the whole time because I knew the market was on tilt today. You got government shutdown, this news, the market is all-time highs. At any given moment, that up just drop, bottom out. You know what I'm saying? That still can happen. That's why you got to be careful. These people think they slick, man. But anyways, and a lot of people anticipating on the market to drop from the government shutdown. So it's so many people with puts. And when there's so many people on one side, they don't want people to win. That's why they'll hold off, let the market run up like it did today, retest those highs and go higher. And then tomorrow or later on in the week, you could see a crazy drop. You know what I'm saying? That's why opinions really don't matter. You want to go with the flow of the market. As I was expecting with the shutdown, the market could drop. But why I bought Tesla today caused? Because like I said, it was what was in front of me. I ain't worried about, oh, what if I buy Tesla and it tank in the market? No, you could tell. Once you've been doing this and you get the feel, you can tell when something is about to go and when something is a fake out. Know the difference. So stock futures are a little change. They invest a little past the government shutdown. They ain't looking past that junk. That's just market psychology. The market, this junk is going to come down. Nobody knows exactly when it's going to happen. And the market can be irrational longer than you can be rational. So understand that. Just like I understood on the day. Even though the shutdown, blase, whoop, whoop, that don't mean this market, you could see people think it's about to tank, and this shit go to high as it ever been. You know what I'm saying? Basically like it almost did today. It did do today. High as it ever been. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I mean, we got to pay it. We got to be sharp. And shout out to the ones that made money today. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really hard to make money in the market. The only thing difficult is being disciplined. Not doing the mess that you know not making you money. Anyways, enough about that. These are the plays going into tomorrow. I'm gonna be looking at Meta platforms. As we've seen, a lot of stocks like Tesla, Coinbase, a lot of the big dogs that be running with Meta, they all up today, going stupid, going crazy. Spy, everything. Meta down, tank, 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 tank. So I do believe this got a lot of catching up to do. If this break over 721.50, 722 tomorrow, this thing can go to 740, 740-ish, especially if the market continue to climb higher. And if the market is uncertainty and it pull back and all that, why would you even think this? Unless it's mixed still. The market could be down and this run up. But that's the thing, you got to pay attention. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to, how the stock is moving and making sure these moves is happening early on in the day. Because after that first hour, if the stock ain't really did nothing or it ain't going to do nothing, it's mostly going to be flat. And it ain't 100%. Ain't nothing in this game 100%. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, most of the time, you want better odds. You want, you want things that's happening a lot. And that's how you come up with systems and stuff. But most of the time, if the first hour done went by and this stock ain't did much, it ain't much volatility, it ain't gonna do nothing. It's gonna be flat. Go ahead and go get lunch, go work out, get away from it before you lose some money. Break above 722, this thing could go. Got some catching up to do with other stocks. I'm also being mindful that it's mixed. Other stocks is running while this down. So even if the other stocks is down tomorrow, this could run, but it'll make you skeptical of buying because you watching what other stocks is doing. I got to give you all this so you can really get it. You know what I'm saying? Take in all that. All that goes into consideration. And if this break under 717, this is going to, start downtrending again. Coinbase is the next one on the watch list. Bitcoin is approaching right at 119,400. That's a major resistance level. Bitcoin crack above 120,400. That'll be the last resistance before going back to its all-time high at 123,000. Bitcoin get back to those levels or approach it. Coinbase, its last high that it was at was around 415, 413. Still about $70 away from that. So Coinbase, it's approaching this last week, a couple weeks ago, high around at 349, 350 area. This thing break 350 tomorrow, hold above it. This thing could go to 370, guys. This thing could go. I ain't saying it's going to happen in one single day. It all depends on the market, the volume, what's going on. We know that, but just keep your eyes on it. Bitcoin pullback, market pullback, be good time for puts. But if it holds above 349, 350, this thing could be calls. If it break below 347, it could be puts. This is one of my plays as well. I hate how it snuck off on me today. Options was up like 600-700%, which is crazy. Super microcomputer, I keep an eye on it. But this right here, if it breaks 5250, 5250-ish, this could go to 60. I ain't saying it's going to happen in one day, but, just keep an eye on this. Keep it on your radar. You see a big dip, you always want to wait for pullback. Don't chase nothing. This could be a good setup going forward. And last but not least, Tesla. We could have made even more money on Tesla today. I got out too soon. And I knew this was the target, 461. That's what I was waiting for. Been waiting for it. It's okay, though. Excuse me. Tesla at 461. This right here, this is at a major resistance. Tesla break above 461, 462 on tomorrow. This thing could go to 475, 480-ish. That's if the market still want to be bullish, be irrational. But what I would be doing in these times is definitely not being, too aggressive, because the market can switch and flip and change directions in a blink of an eye. And if you got too much money out there during that moment, you're going to lose a shit ton. So be careful, be swift, get in and out, swing, small size, whatever your strategy is. But be careful, because I do believe this market is, I do believe something is coming. I add you both on Instagram at the BHayshow_. Feel free to hit me up for a one-on-one, anything like that. I love you. We out, and God bless you.